Welcome back, trash and scum of the internet. I'm your host, RetroNemo. Hope you guys have your goggles on because we're going to be diving into some serious memes today. Now guys, you know how this series goes. And today, we're going to be looking at the weird world of Garfield memes. I'm not kidding around, okay? This is hot product we have here. Garfield, a comic that's been around since like the 70s. There's this weird surrealist movement to make fun of how boring and stereotypical Garfield comics are. And so that's what we're gonna be looking at today. Reddit. Garfield has his own Reddit. I don't know why. What a disappointingly boring banner. I'm scared to go in. Oh, cool, Garfield tattoo. Check out this tattoo I got of Garfield smoking a joint I got on my right ass cheek. I will tell you right now, 30 years down the line, that will still be the best decision you've ever made. Do this at a restaurant real quick. I might make some others sometime soon. Okay, and Garfield fan art, exciting. Time's up, John? How is he holding the gun? More Garfield fan art? Garfield appears to just have human legs. This is terrifying. Oh my God. Ah, a Drake meme, classic. This one depicts the choice between black tar heroin and Garfield. A very tough decision, I have to say. Sans, of course. Garfield sans in this case, and I think I can hear Matt Pat just quaking in his boots with this one. Nope, nope, nope. You gay, my man. Look how snug he looks. That's such a perfect screenshot of Garfield. Oh my God. Garfield collection? This is adorable. They really just have their whole collection of Garfield memorabilia. Uh-oh, furry shit. Abort, abort, abort. I hit the panic button. The last thing I want to look at in the Reddit spectrum is this collection of terrifying Garfield memes. John, I require lasagna. John, where is my lasagna? John, I can smell you. Bullets don't work, John. Jesus! Garfield cart's a pretty big meme, but that's kind of like an unspecific meme. I mean, if you want to watch a Garfield cart Let's Play, you totally can. Aw, Karen Chungus. I see her up there. She's trying to infiltrate this video. The Garfield musical. Yes, if you think you're hearing me wrong, so did I when I said that just now. It's called Garfield, the musical with catitude. This is 100% real. It's been put on in many local theaters, and there's even a Washington Post article that they surprisingly didn't charge me for, where Jim Davis reveals that it was one of his biggest dreams. Let's read a description of this wonderful, wonderful musical. Garfield, a chubby and sarcastic tabby cat, fantasizes about having the most amazing birthday in the history of birthdays. He deserves it for being the best cat ever.
Unfortunately, all his friends are leaving only John, and even his nemesis is normal. Seems to have forgotten. Feeling rejected.
Ages 4 and up. Don't bring your young children here. Also, it's an hour. Now, already this sounds like basically the greatest concept of all time, but it gets even better, and I mean this, when you watch the promo.
Everyone's favorite Tubby Tabby bounds off the comics page and onto the coterie stage this summer. Garfield, the musical with catitude. Celebrate Garfield's birthday with the world's most famous feline and all of his friends as they come to life. It's the perfect summer outing for lasagna lovers of all ages.
This is the greatest play of all time. Look at Garfield. He's wearing glasses. Why does Garfield have glasses? Is he Garfield, or is he a man in Garfield pajamas? Because it looks more like he's a man in Garfield pajamas, and also he's being chased by a calendar that just says today is Monday. Does it change every other day? Is this a man harassing Garfield? I also found maybe another production. I mean, this is very obscure, but this trailer is even more bizarre. As you can see, no one is dressed in any sort of costumes, and they appear to just be weird humans. This man has a problem with the microphone. The tickets are $30. I really don't know about that one, guys. But regardless, listen to Jim Davis talk about it. This has truly been his dream.
What's your impression? Does this look like Garfield's house?
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah, orange with the paw prints on all over the floor. Yeah.
I'm not lying when I say that it is very phoned in. Weird Garfield comics. A lot of people love to make very strange adaptations of Garfield as a franchise. They're literally beautiful art. I'm gonna use this time to mention this comic right here. I think is the weirdest actual Garfield comic, in which John is implied to literally have drank dog semen. But I want to talk about Garfield comics that are even weirder, and I want to start with the very famous Garfield minus Garfield, of course. They literally just edit Garfield out of the comics, and it completely changes the context of the entire strip. What do I do it for? All these are incredibly brilliant and incredibly smart, but I want to talk about some even weirder ones. There's one called Barfield, which as far as I can tell is Garfield barfing. Every comic is Garfield barfing. You really, really get what you paid for with this one, folks. Then, of course, there's the insane rabbit hole that is Lasagna Cat. Now, if you're not familiar with this, get familiar with this, because it's really an incredible pursuit of passion. It's an incredibly weird, I would call it an art project, where they act out Garfield comic strips and then do some sort of music video, or even just like a whole scene based around the comic strip. I literally cannot describe it. Weird Garfield fan videos? Now, this is an entire movement that I would attribute, maybe incorrectly, to a little video called Garfielf, and if you haven't seen it, 8.5 million people have. It's this just bizarre, raw take on Garfield with Microsoft Sam voices.
I gotta have a good meal.
Anyways, that was a thing, and it's really just one of my favorite internet videos of all time. You should definitely check it out. Garfield original characters. This is the part of the show where I did my research and basically try to make my own Garfield original character, but we're gonna spin this bottle a little bit different today, folks. I'm not gonna make my own original Garfield character, I'm gonna make my own Garfield comic. Hat is going back. My sleeves can't roll up any further. I'm gonna open up my tried and true source, MS Paint. We're gonna start with the panels, of course. A majority of Garfield comics take place simply just at a table. So I think it would be smart for me to have this entire strip just do that. So Garfield, mostly humor comes from lasagna, eating in general, sleeping, and not liking Mondays. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna write itself. I'll start with the visuals and work from there. We're gonna start with Garfield sleeping. I remember like how they used to draw him sleeping, you know what I mean? With like the two bumps. Yeah, man, that shit never leaves your head. I guess we'll draw old Johnny boy. And John is like angry here. Okay, he's not happy with Garfield. All he does is sleep. I think John's hair is kind of just like that. And he'll just raise his fist in just primal rage against old Garfield here, who's sleeping in too gosh dang late. This is a perfect starter frame to any Garfield comic. I think in panel 2, we should definitely incorporate the lasagna aspect of it all, because we do need to have a lasagna. Sorry guys, Garfield rule. Oh, look at the heat radiate off that. Looks like mama just made it. Doesn't Garfield have like little zigzags? I forgot that John was in the first frame, so I guess we'll have him holding up the lasagna. John. That way no one can say we forgot him. Finally, the final panel normally is the punchline, but for Garfield, does it have to have a punchline? Maybe it's just the calendar from before. I mean, that's about as close to an incredible Garfield comic as you can get. All we need to do now is insert the dialogue. Now I'm gonna go and add dialogue to this, but I actually have a little treat for you guys. I don't wanna just make a simple comic out of this. I actually wanna try to make my very own Garfield animated version. Unfortunately, I looked into it. The voices they used for Garfield and those Garfield memes videos are gone because the website VoiceForge just died. They're gone now. So it's not gonna be exactly true to form, but I'm gonna try to make it as best as possible. So without further ado, guys, enjoy the Garfield comic that we created together.
Garfield, get up, you lazy fat. Not until I receive my lasagna. Fine, you fat cat, eat up.
Good boy.
Dude, thing it isn't.
A damn son.
Mwah! 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you, and as always, thank you for watching. Guys, that about wraps it up for our trip into the weird, surreal world of Garfield online. I think there's more memes than I can count with this one, but they definitely paid off. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Is there any Garfield memes I missed? Do you have a favorite Garfield meme you want to tell me about? Let me know in those comments down below. If you want to consider helping out the Roundtable, you can check us out on Patreon or become a member of the channel if you want to support this mess. As always, if you enjoyed this video, and dear God, why are you still watching? Please like it, share it. Let me know what you think of this series as a whole, guys. Let me know what you want me to look at the memes for next. As always, I'm RetroNemo. This is an internet deep dive, and I'll see you next time, maybe.